2025 is the year that I'm focusing on my low buy year. The heart of my low buy year is really just for me to not spend as much money frivolously on makeup and really using up the makeup products that I have. I want to touch all of my makeup and use all of my makeup. And so the project pans that I've selected to participate in this year are really at the heart of that. Using and appreciating everything that I have, learning how to use these things up if maybe I'm not super crazy about them. In today's video, I'm going to update you on my whole collection project pan, which I have really found is such a great way to sort of shop your stash. Look at the things that you have already and set goals on how you can use those makeup products up. How can you give certain makeup products more love? And because it's a rotating thing, as I finish a product, like I did this past month, I'm gonna pick something else. And so it's just a constant rotation of shop my stash instead of me going out and buying new things. Also in today's video, I'm hoping to be able to give you some tips that I learned this past month on how to use your makeup up faster, how to hit pan on certain things faster. I have goals that I've set for myself on some of these certain products, and I really hope to be able to finish them up quickly. And I want to use them up. I don't want to just declutter them. Even if I'm not crazy about it, I have explored a variety of ways to appreciate certain things that might not be my favorites. So let's go ahead and get started with an update on my whole collection project pan, all the usage that I had for the month of January. One thing that has been so helpful to me over the course of this past month is the fact that I took weight measurements of everything at the beginning of this project. While I'm really someone that finds that very tedious and can be frustrating at times to remember to do it, I know that it's very, very beneficial because the proof is in the numbers. While I might not realize exactly how much I used certain things, the proof is in the numbers. And while I feel like maybe I used things more than I did, the proof is in the numbers, or in one case, maybe not so much the numbers, but the measurements. So let's get started. The first product I'm super excited to share with you that's in my whole collection project pan is my e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. I have the shade 25 Light Neutral, and I used this for several weeks in combination with the next product that I'm going to share with you. Currently it's a little too dark, so I'm mixing it with this other foundation that's a little too light. I love this so much, and I really will want to buy this again. As soon as I'm at a place where I need to buy more foundation, this is such a really great lightweight foundation. It does have a great satin glow to it. Not anything super, super crazy, but not matte or drying looking. The finish on this foundation is really great and even works well for me in the summertime. Like, it didn't make me look too greasy or anything. So at the beginning of this project in January, it weighed 27 grams and without the cap. And today it weighs 26 grams. So over the course of a couple of weeks, I was able to use up a gram of product. Very, very happy about that progress. This next product is where we're really going to see the huge difference. And this is the product that I'm determined. I have been on a mission all month long. While I wasn't super crazy about it, one, because it's too light, two, because of the fact that my little dog ate the cap and ate the little, like, you know, tube, like squirt tube part. It's a little dry. It's kind of like drying a little bit, and so it's kind of thick. It was kind of thick, but as I have started to use it more, I guess the thick stuff that's closest to the air gap has gone away, and I'm starting to really love it. At the start of this project in January, it weighed 36 grams, and today it weighs a grand total of 32 grams. Cannot believe it. Now, this is one of the tips that I wanted to share with you. I wanted to share with you different ways that I have found to use this and really enjoy it. Not that I'm making myself like it, but I gave it a second chance and I gave it a third chance. And now I'm like, hey, that second chance was pretty good. The second chance was mixing it with this foundation that is a little too dark. So putting the two of them together made a nice color match for me. The third chance that I gave it was something that kind of like accidentally came up. I was watching Still Steph's recent Get Ready With Me, and she was talking about underpainting, and I thought to myself, oh, I wonder if I tried underpainting and putting this on top, and maybe the underpainting will kind of like warm it up enough and like deepen it up enough to where it'll be a good foundation match for me. And I want to also use a wet sponge. I'm very bad and very lazy, and I don't usually wet my sponges. I just dry sponge. I use the AOA Studio sponges. They're really nice and it's not like too hard. They have a good like squishiness to them dry. But that combination of underpainting and bouncing it in with a wet sponge really seemed to like do the trick. So that is going to be my go-to combo to hopefully continue to get this knocked out. So hopefully that can be a little bit of inspiration to you to continue to try to find different things, different ways, get inspiration from other project panners. You know, I have a lot of project panners here on my community, some that have been project panning for a long time, some that are new to project panning. So if you're curious about the project panning community, this channel is a great place to be able to explore that, meet new people, and get encouragement so that you can stick on your low buy. The next thing that I wanted to share with you is my Ulta Cream Bronzer. This is where the proof wasn't in the numbers. I weighed this January, it weighed 17 grams. Yesterday or today, it weighs 17 grams also. However, I did measure it at the beginning in January. And so I'm going to show you what the measurement looked like, and it kind of got a little messy. So as you can see, that top line, the outer line, is what it looked like at the beginning of this project. And today I was able to draw a line to mark off how much I had used. So obviously what little bit that I did use didn't make a big difference in that 17 grams. But this cream bronzer works so nicely as a underpainting situation. That's what I've been using to underpaint with my Pretty Smart foundation, which I didn't say that that's what that was. This is the Pretty Smart foundation. And this is 300 light neutral. It's way too light for me. Way too light. But this cream bronzer really, really helps. And I'm on a mission to use this up because my little dog ate the cap and I don't want to keep it exposed to air for too long. So I'm going to try to use this up as much as I can in the year 2025. Next, I was really surprised about this one. My e.l.f. Shadow Lock Eyelid Primer. I weighed it with the cap on because I think I was worried that it would get like messy or whatever. So with the cap on last month, it weighed 12 grams. And I used this every day except maybe like 1 or 2 for the month of January. Every time I put eye stuff on, I was using this. And today it weighs 11 grams. So I was able to use up a whole gram of product, which for something this small is a really big deal. Really big deal. So very, very excited about the progress that I made on this eyeshadow primer. Next, I didn't do such a hot job using my e.l.f. Halo Glow. I weighed it without the cap and the wand and all of that in January. I weighed 103 grams and today it still weighs 103 grams. In a little makeup experiment that my daughter and I did yesterday, I found a way that I think I want to use this, and so this is another tip for you if you're someone that is trying to hit pan on something or to use something up faster. This e.l.f. Halo Glow is something I want to pair with this cream blush, and like this cream blush, this is the shade Jam, and it's a stick blush from Persona, and this is Ioni Cream, a liquid blush in the shade Rosette. Both of these liquid and cream stick blushes, whatever, are beautiful, okay, but they're really dark for me. So like that's the Rosette, very vibrant, very bright, very lovely. Those Ione blushes are wonderful. And then there is Jam. Jam is just a nice like vibrant fuchsia kind of pink color. So one thing I want to do is to use this e.l.f. Halo Glow to mix in with these things to make them a little less deep. So I'm going to kind of show you what that might look like when I get around to really getting after it. So see how it just kind of, this one I added a lot more of the e.l.f. Halo Glow. But that really did kind of like tone it down. It's still, especially for this one, because I didn't add quite as much e.l.f. Halo Glow. But it helped tone it down. It helped keep like the original color. It's just not quite as dark and vibrant. So that, in addition to on occasion using it underneath of my makeup, I do want to use it with both of these cream blushes, liquid blushes, stick blush, whatever, that are a little too dark for me, to see if I can use them up, both of those things up and this up a little faster. Next, I have my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. I didn't really set my face a whole lot last month, so it weighed 50 grams in January, and it still weighs 50 grams today. But I think what I might do sometime this month, possibly, is repress it to get it more in the middle, and then I have an eyeshadow that I also want to repress. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see that process. Not an expert represser by any means, but have done it in the past. Next is my LA Colors matte bronzer in the shade Bronzed Beauty. It weighed 28 grams last month, and it still weighs 28 grams today. I'm really wanting to hit the waffle, and as you can see, that's the waffle, but I don't know how long. I've heard from one of my other subscribers that it's deceiving and it takes longer than you think it will, but that's okay. Hey, I'm up for the challenge. It's just February. The next thing that I actually kind of forgot was in this project is my flower color corrector, and this is the shade Light Peach. It weighed 41 grams without the lid in January, and it still weighs 41 grams. Another tip about color correctors, and something that you might want to consider as well, is I like to actually not only apply it under my eyes, but I kind of have like some redness on my nose. So I'll actually put that on my nose too, and I think that's a way to kind of use up something like this faster, to hit pan on it faster. Ultimately, I want to hit pan on this. I don't know if I can finish it all, but I do want to at least hit pan on it. So I just have to remember. I kind of forgot that that was in this project. Now for the last two products and some big news. So I think that top news is that I did finish my e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine in the shade Happy. Finished her up. If you watched my recent Makeup Empties video, you will have seen that product. So that was top news number one, and this one was top news number two, how much I was able to use of that in the past month. Shocker. And this product is very, very close to getting finished. This is my MAC lipstick in the shade Modesty. It's the cream sheen one. And I did not measure it because I knew that it was so close to being finished. So close to being finished that I just knew I wasn't going to get an accurate measurement, and it is a very, very close to being done. And even like this morning at church, I was applying it, and it's really getting kind of difficult to put on. I think what I might try to do is just use it as a cream blush, and that way I can get it used up over the next month in February and have that as an empty. So, almost done with 2 lippies. At the beginning of this project, I wasn't sure if I was going to do it rolling style. Like when I finished one, I started another one. Because ultimately I didn't know exactly how long it was going to take me to finish certain things. And so after finishing that Hydrating Hore Lip Shine so soon, I decided to go ahead and roll in another lippy. So the most of my other lipsticks and lippy things are fairly new, except for one, which you'll see later on once I finish that MAC one. But in place of the e.l.f. Hydrating Hore Lip Shine, I am going to use this ColourPop Frosty the Snowman So Juicy lippy. I don't know the color. I don't know that it had shades, but it's the pen style where you click it up. I'm just going to have this over at my desk, and this is going to be the lippy that I just continue to reapply throughout the day as I am in meetings and things like that. I will just put it on, and that will, I really think, help me to be able to get this used up. Again, it's not old. I just got it in December, but to be able to finish at least one of these up this year will be pretty cool. Thank you so much for watching my whole collection project pan update. I would love to hear in the comments below if you're participating in this project. Are you doing yours rolling style? How much success have you had? Do you find it inspiring to use this sort of like a shop my stash type situation? And hopefully you can just leave me some good feedback on how you are doing on your project pans. I will see you in another video. Bye!